It's a thought that might cross your mind sometimes as the years add up, isn't it? You see friends, family members, perhaps people you know from around town, and you notice how time seems to affect everyone differently. Some people seem to keep their spring in their step, their sharpness of mind, their ability to enjoy life to the fullest well into their 80s and beyond. Others, sadly, seem to face more challenges, more limitations, sometimes reaching a point where quality of life diminishes earlier than anyone would hope. It's a painful reality to witness, or perhaps even to worry about for ourselves. We see the statistics, we hear the stories, and it can make you wonder, what's the difference? Why do some people thrive later in life while others decline more rapidly? Is there a secret? Is it just luck, or are there things we can actually do? The truth is, while luck plays a small part, there are very real practical steps you can take, small adjustments that aren't difficult or complicated, that can make a profound difference in how you age, how you feel, and how many vibrant years you have ahead. It's not about finding a magic pill or a miraculous cure. It's about understanding a few key areas that become even more important as we get older, and making simple, powerful choices every day. In this video, we're going to look at some of the often overlooked reasons why aging can feel so challenging for many, and more importantly, what you can start doing right now today that can help you build strength, keep your mind sharp, sleep better, have an easier time with digestion, and genuinely add not just years to your life, but life to your years. Stick with me and watch right to the very end, because I'll share something that might genuinely surprise you and change the way you think about getting older. Let's start by talking about something that might not be the first thing you think about when you consider aging well, but it is absolutely fundamental. And frankly, it's something many of us tend to neglect as we get older: muscle mass. You see, starting in our 30s, we naturally begin to lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. It speeds up significantly after 60. This isn't just about looking or feeling weaker. It has profound implications for our health and independence. Muscle is not just for moving. It's metabolically active tissue. It helps regulate blood sugar, it supports our joints, it protects against falls, and it's a reserve of protein the body can use when needed, like when fighting off an illness. Losing muscle means losing strength, balance, and mobility. It makes everyday tasks like getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries feel harder. This difficulty often leads people to become less active, which in turn accelerates muscle loss even further, creating a vicious cycle. Think about it. If it's harder to get around, you're less likely to go out, less likely to do the things you enjoy. And this can lead to isolation, reduced activity, and a faster decline in overall health and independence. It's a major factor in why some people lose their ability to live independently earlier than others. So, what can we do about it? The most effective way to combat muscle loss and even rebuild muscle is through simple resistance exercise. Now, before you picture lifting heavy weights at a gym, let me assure you, that's not what this has to be. It can be incredibly gentle, done right in your own home. Things like using resistance bands, light hand weights, even cans of soup can work. Or simply using your own body weight. Squats, but maybe just sitting down and standing up from a chair repeatedly. Wall push-ups, lifting your heels off the floor while holding onto something for balance. Even getting up and down off the floor if you can do it safely. The key is consistency and gradually challenging your muscles. Doing this a few times a week sends a signal to your body that you need those muscles, and it will work to maintain and even build them. Start small, maybe just 5 to 10 minutes a few times a week. Focus on major muscle groups, your legs, your arms, your core. It's not about being an athlete, it's about maintaining functional strength for everyday life. And it's never too late to start. Studies have shown that people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s can significantly improve their strength and muscle mass with resistance training. This isn't just theory. I've seen it myself with people I know. Someone who struggled to walk a block suddenly finding they can walk further, stand longer, and feel so much more capable. It's incredibly empowering. But exercise isn't the whole story when it comes to muscle. Nutrition plays a huge role too. Specifically getting enough protein. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein to build and repair muscle. This means we actually need more protein than younger adults to maintain muscle mass. Many older adults simply don't eat enough protein, or they eat most of it at one meal, like dinner. It's better to spread protein intake throughout the day. Think about including a source of protein at every meal and snack. This could be eggs for breakfast, a small piece of chicken or fish for lunch, yogurt or cottage cheese for a snack, and lean meat or beans for dinner. Good sources include lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese, and plant-based sources like beans, lentils, tofu, and nuts. Aim for around 25-30 grams of protein at each main meal. To give you an idea, a 3-ounce piece of chicken has about 25 grams, a cup of yogurt has about 10-15 grams, and a cup of lentils has about 18 grams. Paying attention to protein intake and incorporating simple resistance exercises can make a world of difference in maintaining your strength, mobility, and independence as you age. It directly combats one of the main physical declines that can limit how long people live active, enjoyable lives. It's not complicated, but it requires conscious effort. Just remembering to eat a protein source at every meal and finding a way to challenge your muscles a few times a week, it's a powerful combination. And speaking of things that become more crucial as we get older, let's think about another area that impacts everything from our energy levels to our brain function, and that's our sleep. Moving on from the physical pillars of muscle and nutrition, let's talk about something that feels so natural, so essential, yet becomes increasingly challenging for many as they age: getting a good night's sleep. It's common to hear older adults say they don't need as much sleep, or that waking up multiple times a night is just part of getting older. While sleep patterns do change slightly with age, for instance, you might spend less time in deep sleep, the need for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night doesn't really decrease. Chronic poor sleep isn't just annoying, it has serious consequences for health and longevity. It affects everything: your mood, your energy levels, your concentration, your memory, your immune system, and even your risk of falls. People who consistently sleep poorly are more likely to struggle with memory and cognitive function, experience higher levels of inflammation in the body, and have a weaker immune response. Think about how you feel after just one bad night's sleep: sluggish, irritable, less able to focus. Now imagine that happening night after night, year after year. It takes a toll. So, what can you do to improve your sleep? It starts with good sleep hygiene, which is just a fancy term for healthy sleep habits. Consistency is key. Try to go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock, the circadian rhythm. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. This signals to your body that it's time to wind down. It could be reading a book, listening to quiet music, taking a warm bath, or gentle stretching. Avoid screens, phones, tablets, TVs, for at least an hour before bed, as the blue light they emit can interfere with melatonin production, the hormone that helps you feel sleepy. Make your bedroom a sleep sanctuary: dark, quiet, and cool. Block out light with heavy curtains, use earplugs or a white noise machine if needed, and keep the temperature comfortably cool. Watch your intake of caffeine and alcohol, especially in the afternoon and evening. Caffeine is a stimulant that can stay in your system for hours, and while alcohol might make you feel drowsy initially, it disrupts sleep later in the night. And speaking of drinks, try not to drink too much liquid right before bed to avoid waking up for bathroom trips. If you have trouble falling asleep after about 20 minutes, get out of bed and do something quiet and relaxing in dim light until you feel sleepy. Then go back to bed. The goal is to associate your bed with sleep, not with frustration or wakefulness. Don't just lie there tossing and turning. Another common issue is napping. While a short power nap, 20-30 minutes, in the early afternoon can be refreshing for some, long or late afternoon naps can make it harder to fall asleep at night. Pay attention to how naps affect your nighttime sleep and adjust accordingly. If pain is keeping you awake, talk to your doctor about pain management strategies. Sometimes, simple things like using extra pillows for support or trying a different sleeping position can help. For some, dealing with anxiety or worry can make sleep elusive. Gentle mindfulness exercises or writing down your worries before bed can sometimes help quiet a racing mind. Sleep is not a luxury. It's a fundamental necessity for physical and cognitive health, especially as we age. Prioritizing it and making small changes to your routine can have a massive positive impact on your energy levels, your mood, and your overall ability to function and enjoy life. Think of it as giving your body and brain the essential repair and rejuvenation time they need every single night. It's one of the most powerful natural tools we have for maintaining health and vitality. Now, shifting gears slightly but staying on the topic of keeping our bodies and minds functioning optimally, let's talk about something that affects a lot of older adults and can significantly impact comfort and well-being: digestion. Now, let's talk about something that might not be the most glamorous topic, but it affects comfort, energy, and overall health significantly as we get older. Digestion. Many older adults experience issues like constipation, bloating, or just general digestive discomfort. Several things contribute to this as we age. Our digestive system can slow down a bit. We might be less active, which affects gut motility. Changes in diet, sometimes eating fewer fiber-rich foods, or not drinking enough fluids, can also play a big role. Certain medications commonly taken by older adults can also impact digestion. Chronic digestive issues aren't just uncomfortable, they can affect nutrient absorption, impact your mood, and generally make you feel unwell, which reduces your desire to be active and social. So, how can we support a healthy digestive system as we age? The two biggest players are fiber and fluids. Fiber is like the broom for your digestive tract. It adds bulk to stool, making it easier to pass, and it feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. Most older adults don't get enough fiber. Aim for around 25-30 grams of fiber per day. How do you get there? Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, lentils, nuts, and seeds are all excellent sources. Try to include these at every meal. Swapping white toast for whole wheat toast, adding beans to a soup or salad, snacking on an apple with the skin, or incorporating a variety of colorful vegetables into your meals can make a big difference. Introduce fiber gradually to avoid gas and bloating, and be sure to drink plenty of fluids as you increase your fiber intake. Fiber needs water to work properly, which brings us to fluids. Hydration is absolutely crucial for digestion and overall health. As we age, our sense of thirst can diminish, making us less likely to drink enough. Dehydration is a common problem among older adults and can exacerbate constipation and other issues. Aim for at least 6 to 8 glasses of water or other unsweetened fluids like herbal tea each day. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. Sip water throughout the day. Keep a water bottle handy as a reminder. Foods like fruits and vegetables also contribute to your fluid intake. Listen to your body, but try to make conscious efforts to drink regularly, especially in warmer weather or when you're more active. Beyond fiber and fluids, incorporating gentle movement can also help. Even a short walk helps stimulate the muscles in your digestive tract. Probiotic-rich foods like yogurt with live and active cultures, kefir, or fermented foods like sauerkraut can also be beneficial for supporting a healthy gut microbiome, the community of bacteria in your digestive system that plays a role in everything from digestion to immune function. A balanced gut microbiome is increasingly linked to overall health and even mood. If digestive issues persist or are severe, it's always important to talk to your doctor to rule out any underlying medical conditions and get personalized advice, especially regarding fiber intake if you have specific conditions. But for many, simply focusing on getting enough fiber and fluids and staying reasonably active can make a world of difference in digestive comfort and regularity. It might seem simple, but these fundamental habits can significantly improve your quality of life and energy levels. Now, let's pivot to another vital area that becomes incredibly important as we age: keeping our minds sharp and preventing memory loss. This is a big concern for many, and while some decline is a natural part of aging, there are powerful strategies we can employ to protect and even enhance our cognitive function. This isn't just about doing crossword puzzles, although those can help. It's about actively engaging your brain and body in specific ways that support brain health. One crucial element is continued learning and mental stimulation. Your brain is like a muscle. Use it or lose it. Challenge yourself with new things. Learn a new language, take up a new hobby, play strategic games, read different types of books, learn a musical instrument, or even take an online course. The key is novelty and challenge. Doing the same crossword puzzle every day is good, but learning something entirely new creates new neural pathways in the brain, helping to build cognitive resilience. Social interaction is also surprisingly powerful for brain health. Engaging in conversations, participating in social activities, joining clubs or groups. All of this requires your brain to process information, respond, and adapt. Social connection also helps reduce stress and feelings of isolation, both of which can negatively impact cognitive function. Make an effort to stay connected with friends, family, or community groups. Volunteer work is another fantastic way to stay engaged, socially connected, and maintain a sense of purpose, all of which benefit brain health. Physical activity, which we talked about earlier for muscle health, is equally critical for brain health. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, which delivers oxygen and nutrients and helps clear away waste products. It also stimulates the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that acts like fertilizer for the brain, supporting the growth of new brain cells and connections. Regular physical activity, even moderate intensity like brisk walking, can improve memory, attention, and processing speed. It's one of the most potent tools we have for protecting against cognitive decline. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week, along with muscle strengthening activities a couple of times a week. And don't underestimate the power of sleep, which we just covered. Quality sleep is essential for memory consolidation and clearing toxins from the brain that build up during the day. Chronic sleep deprivation impairs cognitive function and has been linked to an increased risk of dementia. So, getting those 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep isn't just for feeling rested. It's vital for protecting your brain. Finally, diet plays a significant role in brain health. Focus on a pattern of eating rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, and healthy fats, like those found in olive oil, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish, like salmon, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These foods provide the brain with the nutrients and antioxidants it needs to function optimally and protect against damage. Limiting processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive saturated and trans fats is also important. Think of nourishing your brain with the same care you'd give any other vital organ. Combining mental stimulation, social connection, physical activity, good sleep, and a brain-healthy diet creates a powerful defense against cognitive decline and helps keep your mind sharp for years to come. It's about creating a lifestyle that actively supports your brain's health and vitality. All these pieces fit together, you see. Getting stronger muscles makes it easier to stay active, which helps your brain and digestion. Eating well nourishes your muscles, your brain, and your gut. Sleeping well improves everything. So, we've talked about building and maintaining muscle strength and why that's crucial for independence and mobility. We've delved into the absolute necessity of getting enough protein in your diet, spread throughout the day, to support those muscles and overall health. We've explored the vital role of quality sleep and practical steps you can take to improve your sleep habits, understanding that it's not a luxury but a cornerstone of health. We've looked at how focusing on fiber and fluids can significantly improve digestive comfort and function, making a real difference in how you feel day to day. And we've highlighted how keeping your mind sharp isn't just about puzzles, but about engaging in new learning, staying socially connected, keeping physically active, prioritizing sleep, and nourishing your brain through diet. These aren't complicated or revolutionary ideas on their own, are they? But implementing them consistently, making them part of your daily or weekly rhythm, that's where the magic happens. It's not about becoming a completely different person overnight or adhering to a strict, joyless regimen. It's about making small, sustainable shifts. Maybe it's just adding a handful of nuts to your afternoon snack, or doing chair squats during a commercial break, or committing to a 15-minute walk around the block each day, or trying to be in bed by the same time most nights, or making a point to call a friend a couple of times a week. These small choices build upon each other. They create momentum. They create a foundation for healthier, more vibrant aging. Remember that painful reality we talked about at the beginning? The concern about losing independence or facing health challenges. What we've discussed today, focusing on your muscles, getting enough protein, prioritizing sleep, supporting your digestion with fiber and fluids, and actively engaging your brain. These are your tools. They are your way of pushing back against those concerns, of taking control of your own aging journey. It's never too late to start making positive changes. Even small steps taken consistently can yield significant results over time. Don't feel overwhelmed by trying to do everything at once. Pick one area to focus on this week. Maybe it's just adding a protein source to your breakfast, or going for a 10-minute walk. or aiming to turn off screens an hour before bed tonight. Celebrate those small wins. Be patient and kind to yourself. Aging is a journey, and it comes with its unique set of challenges, but it can also be a time of immense joy, growth, and continued vitality. Your health and happiness are your most valuable assets, and investing a little time and effort in these key areas is one of the best investments you can make. And the thing that might surprise you, the secret I mentioned at the beginning, it's not a single secret at all. It's the simple, often overlooked power of consistency in these fundamental everyday habits. We look for quick fixes, for complicated solutions, but the most powerful drivers of healthy aging are the things we do routinely, day in and day out. The cumulative effect of consistently getting enough protein, moving your body, sleeping well, nourishing your gut, and engaging your mind is far more impactful than any single treatment or supplement. It's the consistency, the weaving of these simple habits into the fabric of your life, that truly makes the difference between merely aging and aging vibrantly, actively, and joyfully. That's the real secret. I truly hope you found this helpful and encouraging. What small step are you going to take today or this week to invest in your health and vitality? Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Your ideas might inspire someone else. If you found value in this video, please give it a like. It really helps support the channel so I can keep making content like this. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you have the power to make a difference in your own health journey. Live your best life at every age.